This episode is brought to you by Elevate OS, the only all-in-one community operating system. Elevate OS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk about Bib Cards. And that is short for bibliography, or a card that I use to record information from a book. So I read a lot of books, and during the course of that reading, I do a couple of things. First, I make a card that tells me what the title of the book is. It tells me the author of the book. It tells me a quick summary of what the book is about. And I actually got that out of order, but it also tells me the goal that I have for reading the book. And then on this note card, which is attached to this by way of a staple, I take the time to record notes. So you can see every book. If you were to look over here, I have a bunch of books stacked here, and I have bib cards in every single book, books that are in progress. This is a book that's in progress because there are only 4 notes so far. But I take these bib cards and then I turn each one of these little items into more well-fashioned thoughts. So I'm not just simply recording things out of the book that I'm reading. I'm taking a blurb from the book and then I'm applying some critical thought to that, or some other frameworks that I use to think through information. And I create my own sort of narrative or dialogue as it relates to that prompt, you might call it, out of the book. So I just wanted to share this Bib Card method with you in case you're reading books and you want to retain the knowledge in the books. Retention is just as important as reading the book itself. And I think sometimes there are different ways to retain knowledge. There are different tactics to retain knowledge, and this just happens to be one that works for me. I find that when I actually physically write out with a pen the notes that I'm taking out of the book, I write in all my books too, but if I physically take the note out of the book and then later, once my mind has had a chance to sort of rest on the book and then I read a prompt, I can typically recall the information or the story or whatever was related to that note that I took. And then based on that, and because I'm not sitting and copying something verbatim, word for word, I can create a novel thought out of that, whether it be a response to that thing that I read and or something that is completely separate from that. It might be connecting a dot with something else that I've read at a prior date. And so it's just a way of retaining knowledge that I thought I would share with you. So Bib Card, on the one card, you write the title, author, goal, and the summary from the book, and then you take notes on the card. Sometimes I fill up 3 or 4 or 5 of these cards, but then those cards get turned into their own separate note cards that I keep in a big filing system over here. If you were to see my filing system, I call it ARDEN, ARDEN. So anyway, that's that. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.